What's up, YouTube? Alright, this is BMW 640i 2019, and this is just a little bit of visuals for the night time. It has a panoramic sunroof. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark right here. Welcome lights like a wing of an eagle. There's lights under the door handles, big wheels. This is the key. The trunk opens like a hatchback. Pretty big trunk, and has a hydraulic strut for some underfloor storage. You can hide away your knickknacks, and then you can also close your trunk, or maybe not. Can't really close the trunk with the keys. You have to hit this button right here. This car is higher than a usual sedan, but lower than an SUV. So there's a look at the front. There's really bright adaptive headlights. Illuminates the corner pretty well. So this is a quick walk around of the car. This is how it looks from the front. This is a really dark blue, very standard color of a BMW. I don't know the corporate name of it, but these headlights, man, these headlights. It reads adaptive LED. Has parking sensors in the front, active shutters right here. These are active shutters. Wheels, are these upgraded wheels? Maybe. These are standard run flat wheels. BMW Bridgestone. And it's a 19-inch 245. So that looks from inside. And do we have staggered wheels? Maybe. No, staggered wheels. Front and the rear wheels are exactly the same. And this profile is quite functional, but when you drive it, it's a bit wonky. I felt it was a bit wonky. I don't know, maybe this car requires an adaptive suspension. I think any car that you buy that is an SUV or higher off the ground, which is not like a regular sedan, I think it would serve well if it has a air suspension. Okay, this has an active wing at the back, if I may say that, and it deploys after a certain speed. Panorama sunroof is fairly large, shark fin antenna, and the trunk, I think all manufacturers should make the trunk that opens with the glass. That should be given. This is a quick walk around in the morning. We'll look into the details on the inside as well. All right, just taking a quick drive. One thing that I've realized is that this car is wonky in city traffic. Maybe because it's slightly higher than a usual sedan, or maybe it's just bigger than an average size sedan. It's a full size sedan, but it's not really a sedan. It's like a cross hatchback or sportback. So what that means is throwing it around in the corners in city traffic can be a little tricky. But I drove about 300 miles yesterday. 150 miles I went somewhere and then I came back. So 300 in total in the same day. And I was driving at freeway speeds at about 70, 80 and even 90 miles an hour. And I realized that the car weighs up very well on freeway speeds, and the noise insulation is very well contained, and it drives very well on freeway speeds. It's just that you have to take a pick. Are you going to be doing a lot of freeway miles, or are you going to be doing a lot of city driving, or a mix of it? I don't know, but either way, it performs better on freeway versus in city traffic. I know maybe it sounds obvious because it's a big sedan, but really I expected that it would behave in a more composed manner on city roads, and I did not expect that it would be as stable as it was on freeway speeds. That's all for right now. All right, so just a couple of closing notes about the car. I think that if you are somebody who is bored of BMW 3 Series or 5 Series, because you see every third or fourth car on the street is a 5 Series or a 3 Series, and you want something different, then you might like this car. One recommendation I think I would do is that one should get this car with a air suspension, because the way it is set up, it's slightly high above the ground, a little more so over than a usual sedan, and because of that, it's a little wonky. It's a little there is more slalom in this car than a usual sedan will have of this capability. I mean, it's a BMW. It's no Honda. So, is this expensive? Yeah, quite expensive. Oh yeah, another thing. I think that this center console, by the way, this is digital. This is a TFT screen that they have in here, and it's not very configurable. It only has a sport mode, a comfort mode, and an Eco Pro, and there is a corresponding display with it. Like, the sport will be red, the Eco Pro will be blue, and then the regular one, the comfort one, will be more like white, and it'll have some different contents. It's nowhere even near what Audi offers, or I mean, Mercedes offers a good head unit and overall a good center console, but it's kind of confusing and annoying. Too much happening there. It's really busy, at least to my taste. But this one has, I think that this is a low-hanging fruit that they're missing out on. And this is a 2019. This is not an old system by any means. Yeah, they are improving every day. And another thing, I feel that this car, some of the things it benefits from other categories of the car, but some some of the options are completely missing. Like there are no cool seats. I mean, it's a 6 Series. That should be fairly standard. And then this charge box here, which is an inductive charging location for your phone. It's set up in a way that it's easy to drop in the phone, but it's kind of tricky to pick it up back because it slides in and it's just no space there. Plus it gets hot in there. And then the cup holders are kind of small and they are farther out. This stick is in the way. It'd be nice if it was on the side, but again, I mean, who am I to comment on BMW's design language? Other than that, I think, what else? The sunroof is pretty big. The moonroof, the sunroof. Oh yeah, the lights. The BMW still does the lights and the inside lights, the dome lights and the cabin lights, the old school way, meaning they have them in orange color or yellow color. It's not LED or white daylight color. Yeah, there is ambient light, but then I also observed in the ambient light that sometimes when you put it to purple, it will still continue to show blue. I don't know why. And then when you put it to yellow, it will still show orange. And then the choice of the names that they have is like lilac and ember or whatever. It's not straight up. It's kind of annoying. And plus the number of color choices that they have is really limited. Like 7-8 colors maybe, which is enough, I guess, but there could be more. Yeah, so some closing remarks. I think number one, if you get this car, this is a Swiss Army knife, meaning it can carry a family of 5 people. It can carry their luggage with it. And by the way, the rear seats are powered, so you can recline them to a certain degree, and then if you drop them, they drop more so or very gracefully, opening a cavernous trunk, which is big to begin with, but with dropping the rear seats down, it's a complete flat floor, over 1,000 liters of space. And yeah, back to why would you buy this car? I think you would buy this car if you're somebody who wants to do different things with the car, meaning he wants to schlep the kids around, drive around himself, go out, have some fun with friends, or drive alone, or do some Home Depot trips. So all of that can be done in this car. But I think I would strongly recommend that if you are somebody who's considering a BMW 640i 2019 or 20 for that matter, you should get it with the air suspension. Yeah, get it with the air suspension. That's pretty much it. And try the 650. I did not try the 650. Maybe it's faster, but I think the 640 is fast enough. It's quite quick. I mean, you can go to triple digits, 100 miles an hour. I drove it at 100 miles an hour and it didn't feel like anything. So there you have it. These are my thoughts for 2019 BMW 640i, and bye bye. Alright, not to miss the engine. It's a V6 bi-turbo with extra bracing and some sound insulation. Beautiful. I'll just watch the car, and I think it looks very pretty. Look at this opening. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but this color complements the brown interiors even further, and it looks blue. Obviously it looks blue crazy because it is blue during the daytime, but at night time
It looks more like a, almost like a carbon black, or uh, almost a black color. So very pretty color.